Now, we're live. Yes, live from Jay's place. And we're talking
Barber Shop Talk.
Yes, Barber Shop Talk, where nothing is off limits and everything's on the table.
Everything's on the table. Barber Shop Talk.
Come on, everybody. We're here at Jay's place.
Barber Shop.
We're talking barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. When nothing's off limits.
Barber Shop Talk.
Barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Everything's on the table.
Barber Shop Talk.
Barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Everything's on the table.
That's awesome. So if you hear me call your name, I got you. I don't have no cue cards, nobody giving no signals. That's just me.
That's just you.
That's just me.
I love it.
Yeah, so
I love
I'm
it.
having a good time. But don't talk to me. We want to talk to you.
Okay, well, you told me to ask, so I was doing what I was told to do. Okay, so I'm gonna be quiet. I'm not asking no more
let's have this
questions. Go ahead, go
conversation.
ahead.
But Stacy, let me ask this question. Now,
Okay, go ahead.
This is a question that's kind of off a little bit now.
Absolutely.
A lot of times when people see you, they feel the vibe, they feel the energy, they see the big Kool-Aid smile that you have.
Mm-hmm.
So, who is really Stacy Pulliam? Now you said that earlier, but sometimes remember we got people just logged on.
People just sign in.
Just
Yeah, I
sign
get
in.
it. I
So
get
they
it.
want to know who is Stacy Pulliam.
Stacy Pulliam is honestly and truthfully what you see is what you get
What you see, what you get.
all the time.
Okay.
All the time. And I love. This is gonna be so off the wall, right?
Okay.
I love watching how, now social media is so prevalent.
Right.
So you have moms and you have people acting like moms.
Okay.
I'm like, mom is a universal language.
Okay.
Because I do the same things as some of these things I see.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And so you know that when you're watching somebody in California acting like that, and here you are and you've never met that person.
Right.
So I'm that mom that's, close the door.
Right.
Why are you air conditioning the neighborhood? I'm that mom,
You that.
right? I'm
You
that
that.
person. I'm a lover of people.
Okay.
I love people, which is why running for commissioner was like a natural transition.
And that's a crazy bit that you lead me into this particular question because I try to figure out why people do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing, Stacy, as I said earlier, when I decided and we decided to come on to the show this particular time around,
Right.
I go out and I talk to the community,
Uh-huh.
I talk to my neighbors, I talk to my constituents, and they always telling me to ask the guest this question,
Right.
ask the guest that question. So sometimes I ask these questions and I make sure that the community is satisfied with the question.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes my mind do slip. I do slip, and I forget some of the questions because they come at me so many different questions.
Okay.
But if you don't mind, I did get a chance to write these questions down.
All right. Go
I wrote the
ahead.
question down.
Go ahead.
And
If I can't answer them, I'll be like, look, I'm going to get back to you.
Okay,
and I'm going
so-
to send you the
so-
answers.
so-
But everything I can answer, I'm going to answer.
So I'm going to give you the courtesy of seeing some of these questions.
Okay.
That way you won't be surprised.
All right.
That's
Look, you don't even have to do that. Go
No,
ahead. You can
not
just
courtesy.
ask me.
Courtesy. Let you
Yeah.
see the question. Here are the
But I
questions.
still got
If you don't mind, dope.
right. Right.
Okay,
Gotcha.
You want to go to question one or question two?
Go to question 2.
Go to question 2.
Yes.
Barber Shop Talk Live World again. This is question 2 coming from the community. This is not my question. I would never ask you these questions. These are
Yes.
the questions from the community.
Okay.
Here goes question 2, as you said. Question 2 says, when you've been traveling around the world, you've been to all these different cities, all these different states, and now you're here.
Yes.
You're in Augusta, Georgia. And do you know what Augusta is known for? Augusta is
So-
known for 2 things.
Okay.
2 things around the world. Augusta is known for 2 things, now, Stacy.
Mm-hmm.
Remember these 2 things that Augusta is known for. So one thing Augusta is known for is the Masters.
Yes, I know that.
The other thing Augusta is known for is James Brown.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
James Brown and the Augusta National.
Yes.
So this is the crazy part. Here's question 2. Question 2 says, if I was to come to Augusta, if I was to leave Augusta, what do you want Augusta to be known for in your role as District 2 Commissioner? What do you want Augusta to be known for? This is not my question, Stacey. Don't tell me. You tell the people at Barber Shop Talk Live World, what do you want Augusta to be known for?
So Augusta as a whole, or are we focusing on District 2?
Augusta.
Augusta.
Because again, I'm good. You have to tell the people Barbershop Talk like
Right. I want Augusta to be known as that destination. And it's funny that you asked that, right? Because a lot of times cities have a theme,
Okay.
right? And for me, it's a comfortability. So like a comfortability
Okay.
where it's comfortable. It feels like home.
Okay.
So I like that, as you're walking downtown and you see people and it's like, hey Jay, how you doing? How are the kids?
Right.
Like I love that feel. But then you also have people that are traveling here and they come from different places. But as soon as they come, because the spirit is a spirit of I'm at home, they fit right in.
Right.
You know how sometimes people will come to your house or you'll go to people's house. That's a better example.
Okay.
And sometimes you walk in the house and you like, ooh, we ain't staying here long. So whatever your thing is with your wife, you look at, y'all got this little key, So when you do the little signal, you're like, did you pick up the clothes from the laundromat?
Yeah.
That means, babe, we only be here about 5 minutes and that's
5
it.
good minutes.
But then it's those other times that you walk into the house and it's like, this is home.
Right. I'm good.
Like I'm good.
I'm good right here.
Like we good, like Waycross good.
Right. There you go.
You see what I'm saying?
You own it.
That's what I want Augusta to be.
Okay.
That's literally what I want it to be. I want it to be that place where you can live, work, play, be comfortable, be at home, where everyone is helping each other. We're a community.
Okay.
We're coming together for common good. That's what I want.
Barbershop Talk Loud World again. We need to have a place like that, and Augusta's the place to have that community togetherness, the family feel.
Yes.
Just enjoy each other.
Absolutely.
So Augusta can be that way, and the way it looks to me, it is going that direction.
Absolutely.
Barbershop Talk Loud World again. Please, man, please, sir, get into this conversation we are having. My good friend Stacy Pulliam, we're here, District 2 Representative Commissioner. Call us 706-426-1533. That is a live call-in number. You can call to ask myself a question, also ask our guest a question. Again, 706-426-1533. Stacy, I got to jump down to question 5. You don't mind?
Okay, no, go ahead.
Question 5 is coming from the guy right around the corner, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson told me to ask you this question again. Now, again, we're District 2.
Yes.
We're talking about District 2.
Yes.
And Mr. Johnson told me that he voted for you to become the Commissioner of District 2. So when I see him, I'm going to let him know I did talk to you and ask the question.
Okay.
District 2 Commissioner, question 5 says, what is the most thing in Augusta and District 2 that's stressing? What is the most stressing part of District 2? When I say, now, this, Mr. Johnson, when he said District 2 stressing, what is some of the challenges that you have to overcome to let the people that voted for you, let them know that you are doing your best to take care of those issues?
So,
Mr. Johnson, don't tell me. You got to tell Mr. Johnson.
yeah, and so I'm thinking, Mr. Johnson, the thing is that I've been so welcome and accepted by the people, and I don't want this to like be connected with the first question, but it really is.
Okay.
When I ran,
Okay.
I went to the people and said, what is it that you see that you want me to work towards fixing or making things better?
Okay.
And that's exactly what I did. It was blight reduction.
Okay.
It was infrastructure improvements,
Okay.
and it was transportation.
Okay.
And I've been on it ever since.
Okay.
Even before I ran, I
Okay.
started going around and looking,
Okay.
encouraging my constituents to call 311. That don't work, Commissioner Pulliam. That don't work. Just do it anyway. And if it doesn't work, let me know it didn't work. And then, let me send the email, let me ask the questions, but we've got to have those processes and procedures in place. And so I've been very intentional, for those of you that watch the meetings, I've been very intentional about asking what are our standard operating procedures? Let's put these systems in place, because that's important. That way, when it's no longer Commissioner Pulliam, when it's Commissioner so-and-so, they can just pick up where I left off. Because there was a process, there was a procedure in place. You see what I'm saying? And that's why we have those standard operating procedures. That's why those things are so important. So I'm not going to say that anything is necessarily a stressor. It's just working towards getting it done. one of the things is we're only elected for, you can only go up to 2 terms, right?
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes it's hard to get everything done in 8 years.
Okay.
I'm not going to push my personal thoughts, but let's just say this. As I go to conferences, both in Georgia as well as our national conferences, there are municipalities where the commissioners are able to get reelected as many times as the people want them in office. And so some look at that as bad. It's a matter of personal opinion. But my thing is this. When the people are tired of you, guess what? They're not going to vote for you no more. They're tired of you. But let the people decide. Because sometimes I look at, we could maybe accomplish a lot more if you have that length of time. There are things that my predecessors started putting in place that didn't even come to fruition until I got in office. Now I get to take credit for some, because it looks like, oh wow, this happened when she got. No, them sidewalks was planned a long time ago. You know what I mean? And people don't get that. It's like I may get something approved and something done, but you don't see it for the next 3, 4, 5 years after I get out, because that's how the money works. That's how the projects flow. Okay. So government is not always the fastest thing, but when it gets there, it gets done.
Now, I want to make sure I'm obedient to my committee.
Yes, sir.
Make sure I'm doing what the committee asks me to do.
Yes, sir.
And I just can't forget about Ms. Johnson also.
Yes, absolutely.
Mr. Johnson and Ms. Johnson, they're in the same household. So Ms. Johnson told me to ask the question. Here we go to question 7.
Okay.
She told me to ask you, when did you start campaigning? and the crazy part about it, Stacy, she told me to elaborate on this question. She said, ask her, when did she start campaigning? I said, Ms. Johnson, what you mean? She wanted me to ask you, when did you really start campaigning? Now, I can think what she's meaning when I say that, probably at an early age. Because when you start campaigning, you got to be able to have your face clean. People in the street say, keep your face clean. So when they see you coming, that's a good girl. Even though that's a PK, that's a good PK right there. So you really start campaigning probably at the age of accountability. Can we say that?
Yes, you can. But I want to say this.
Okay.
We kind of joked around about it when I said, we all have a past, right? I believe that collectively, there's scripture that even supports, all things work together for the good of those that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. Right. So when it says all things, that means the good and the bad, right? And so it's not necessarily that the bad thing should make it so you cannot run for office or you cannot participate in certain community engagement opportunities and things of that nature, because people learn from their mistakes. Right. We grow, we evolve, and you don't know people's background. You don't know where they came from. You don't know why they did the things they did. I love, honestly, how our district attorney always talks about District DA Jared Williams. And I helped him on his campaign, his first campaign. I was part of that, to get him there. But he constantly talked about there's a difference in crimes. You know what I mean? There's things where it's like, no, this was horrible. You need to be locked up. Versus those things where it's like, you were just led in a bad direction. You know what I'm saying? And so we have to be able to see those things. Because, Jay, let me ask you, are you the same person today as you were at 18?
No. I couldn't have saw this at 18.
You see what I'm saying?
I couldn't have saw this.
Or even 16. We remember how some of us were. Now, some of y'all have been, as the pastor said, y'all been saved all y'all's life. I'm not talking to y'all. Right. So do not be offended, right? Because I get it. You have been saved all your life, and that is wonderful. That's a great testimony. That is not my testimony. And so I'm very honest and transparent about that. You see what I'm saying? So I believe that, again, grace and mercy. So are you going to look at my background and see anything, whatever? Because Ms. Johnson asked that. You're not. Like, I sped a couple of times. Like, you see some little speeding tickets. But if the next person comes along and they do, let's look at where they are right now. You know what I mean?
I follow you. and the people at Barber Shop Talk Loud World, they follow y'all. So,
Yeah.
so listen, that was Ms. Johnson. She had to make sure they get the question answered.
Absolutely.
And you did a good job answering the question, Ms. Johnson. So again,
I'm glad.
Barber Shop Talk Loud, we're going to get ready to go to a commercial break in just a few minutes, but we want to make sure that you continue to follow what we're doing, what we're talking about. Again, in the hot seat tonight is my commissioner, District 2 Commissioner, Stacy Pulliam. Again, what we're talking about is District 2, everything that goes in the community that you need to know about. So, Stacy, what we want to make sure is when we have you as a guest coming on, and sometimes the people in this community, they see things, they want to know what's happening. So we want to make sure they get all the questions answered.
Yes.
They get all the concerns answered, because, again, I'm good.
Okay.
You only have to tell me that the people at Barber Shop Talk Loud World, they want to know. So, again, I think we're going to go to a commercial break in just a few minutes to make sure. We're going to take a commercial break, pause for a minute. So, Barber Shop Talk Loud World, again, watch the screen. My good friend, Mr. Edward Wright, Wright One and Wellness is his name of his company. So, listen to this the commercial. We'll be back in just 2 minutes. Again, Edward Wright, Wright One and Wellness. Again, we'll be back in 2 minutes.
Hello and welcome. Here at the Right Bodywork and Wellness, we provide you with bodywork you can rely on to increase body improvement. WBW provides free consultations to better understand the reasoning for your visit. When a client experiences a WBW massage, they can expect it to be thorough and thought through. The massage is customized to each session. Muscles are handled with care, specifically and individually stretched. Creating a wellness vision to sustain a space of personal comfort, relaxation, and a state of well-being for clients that may endure. With over a dozen different modalities to fit your needs, so we can ensure a quality and well-addressed service. We provide excellent services to athletes and clients of all ages in need. If interested, call or visit the website to schedule your appointment today.
Barbershop Talk Live, we're back live again. Jay's Place Barbershop, 1927 Olive Road. Listen, I'm my good friend, Mr. Everett Wright, Wright Body Wellness. Great company, what he has done, great information, what he's giving you, how to take care of your body, sleep right, feel right, get up and move all your muscles. Again, follow what he's doing, follow the website, call him. Call him up. He's a certified massage therapist right here in Augusta, Georgia. Again, my good friend, Everett Wright. Barbershop Talk is always live. Looking forward to see what you're doing. Stacy, you good?
I'm great.
You good?
I'm great.
I'm telling you, man, listen, I enjoyed the conversation thus far. So we want to make sure that the people of Barbershop Talk Loud really know what you're doing here. And we want to see that everything that you say you want, that you run on, they want to see it come to fruition.
Absolutely.
Now, here's as we do, we jump around. Jump around to question 10 on Barbershop Talk Live. Question 10 says, the things in District 2, how has the cleanup been in District 2? When I say the cleanup coming from the hurricane, is it clear up in District 2? Has it been a smooth transition? Has there been a few hiccups? Has there been some stuff that the community is still upset about? What are you hearing for the District 2 cleanup?
Absolutely. So overall, I honestly hear and see positive things, right? Let's look at our neighboring communities that were also hit if we're, traveling to those places. And I think we are all, in fact, I know we are all going through the same things. We've talked about it on the dais. What I love is that, together collectively as a government, we are working really hard to make sure we bring our community back to its new normalcy, right? Because it's not going to be exactly like it was. If you ride down certain places, I was telling, I was on another show and I was letting them know, I was like, there are houses I never knew even existed, right? And so it's going to take time. for more mature whatever to either be planted or for them to build walls, whatever that may be.
Right.
But it's a new way of looking at things.
Okay.
And so it's kind of like a new start for a lot of things. It also really brought our community together. And so that's how I'm that person,
Okay.
Jay. I am going to look at a glass and I'm going to see it half full, right?
Okay.
I'm not a half empty kind of girl.
You see the
I
positive in it.
can't be.
You see the positive.
Right, because it's like we can complain or we can come together
Okay.
and get things done. And so there's still work to be done.
Okay.
And this past Tuesday, ISM came up and they said, hey, this is where we're at now. This is what we're working on. They're kind of overseeing, they're the project managers for everything, and this is what's coming.
That's what's coming. Okay.
Right. And so we are moving definitely in a very positive direction.
Okay. So that being said, when you say you are working together to get it back some type of normalcy in the District 2 and also the CSRA,
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
what would you tell the people of Barber Shop Talk Live World and also the community when they see some type of discourse in the commission district? You know, because some of them don't like this going on, some of them don't like that going on. So sometimes the people of Barber Shop Talk Live World and also the community see where sometimes the commission is not on the same page.
Absolutely. Are you on the same page with everybody in your house all the time and everybody in your family?
No.
And so I think people forget that, right? So we were elected to represent our districts, and everyone's district, you have districts that look similar, and then you have districts that look completely different.
Okay.
And so there are some things that bring us together because we're all human,
Okay.
right? So there are certain basic needs and necessities, but there's also different things that each community goes through.
Okay.
There's different positives and negatives.
Negatives. Okay.
So you may not necessarily be able to see exactly what I'm talking about because that is not what your community or your district is suffering with.
Okay.
So although you may be able to say, oh, Stacy, I didn't know, that was going on, or I don't really quite get that. Can you explain that to me? Can you talk to me about that?
Okay.
What I like to believe is that everyone is representing the people that elected them and put them in office.
Okay.
It's so cliche, and we can say, well, in my opinion, it's cliche to say, we're all working together for one. Yes,
Right.
we are,
Right.
but each community's needs are different.
Okay.
My community needs something different than District 3 needs.
Okay. Okay.
There's flooding in my district that I am consistently, talking to our engineering department. Where are we at with this? Where's this study at? How are we moving forward on this? What does this look like? And if we just stop and we read history, not just Augusta's history, but history, we understand why different areas look different ways. History tells us that.
Right. That's history.
All you're doing is picking up a book and reading it. This is not a divide. It's just these are the facts, right? And so we need to understand those facts so that we can see where people are coming from.
Okay. Okay. Barber Shop Talk Live World, again, this is a great conversation we haven't thus far about District 2, what's going on in your district. Again, Stacy Pulliam, the Commissioner of District for District 2, great information that she's telling us about. So again, I'm asking you, she's telling you, get involved. Get involved with your district,
Absolutely.
get involved with that commissioner, ask questions, make the phone calls, make the emails, return the phone calls, return the emails, get involved with your district because that way you can't complain if you're not involved.
Absolutely.
Barber Shop Talk Live World, I'm urging you to get involved. Now, Stacy, I would not be remiss to make sure I go back up to question 1.
Okay, go ahead.
I got to go to question 1 now. Miss Susan told me to ask you, what is the deal with this charter, redoing the charter? They want to know why y'all redoing the charter because, and Miss Susan mind, the charter is good the way it is.
Right.
But the commissioners are, I guess, some of the ones see fit to redo the charter. Now, don't tell me because I'm good with it. You have to tell the people about the Shop Talk Live World. They want to know, why are we redoing the charter?
Jay said y'all are not going to blame him for nothing.
None of this. I'm good.
The people want to know, and I get it.
Why y'all
right?
redoing the charter?
So, it's a charter review committee.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Okay.
We're reviewing the charter. as we evolve as a people, as we change, as we grow, as we develop, we take a look at things and say, hey, this worked then. Is it still working now?
Okay.
The same thing with ordinances.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There were certain ordinances put in place at a certain time that now our communities don't look like that anymore. So we need to revisit it. We need to see, hey, this may still be working in the charter, but maybe we need to consider changing this,
Right.
you know, to fit not only our current, but maybe, you know, the next 15, 20,
Right.
25, 30 years.
Okay.
You know, what are we, let's forecast and see how is this going to help build a stronger community. And so I'm all for that. I'm all for making sure that, one, we keep everyone in mind.
Okay.
I am that person.
You that person.
Right?
Okay.
I'm like, no. Hold on now. Because I got to think about Miss Susan.
Right. Right.
And
She
Mr.
wanna
and
know.
Miss Johnson.
They want to know.
You know, so I'm that person. And
Okay.
that's the voice I am in the room. And my colleagues should all tell you that, because I believe that I make that abundantly clear.
Okay.
I want to make sure that I am that voice for the people that oftentimes get overlooked or they're not heard.
Right.
So that is very important to me.
Miss Susan, I hope you got your question answered, because again, she wanted to make sure that you know what's going on. Why are we revisiting the charter? Why do we feel that the charter should be changed or add or just alter a little bit again? So Miss Susan, I hope you got your question answered. So keep watching. Keep tuning in to Barber Shop Talk Live. Keep bringing your questions. We'll make sure that you know what's going on in your district, which is District 2.
Yes.
Again. Now, Stacy, I just want to know,
Okay.
I want to know, why did the commissioners chose to opt out of the homestead?
Yes.
Now, I'm good. I checked it out.
You are
I'm
fine.
good. I don't want to know. The people at Barbershop
The
Talk
people
Live,
at Barbershop Live.
they want to know.
They want to know.
Why did we opt out of the homestead? I thought it was a good idea to stay in it.
Yes. So I went in and I thought one way, which is why I'm going to be honest, doing interviews right before, like there's those things that I am dead set on and I'm like, this is it. I am 100% positive.
Right.
But then there's other things where I'm like, let me hear my colleagues out.
Okay.
And that was one of those things. This is what I know. What I know is that communities across Georgia, some of them have different homestead exemptions that only that community has.
Okay.
When it was brought to the floor, we don't necessarily want the state to control what we can and cannot do.
Okay.
I asked the question on the floor, can we create something
Okay.
that is going to mirror all the positive things that was in HB 581?
Okay.
And our administrator answered yes.
Okay.
So we were in the midst of getting that approved so that we can mirror it, but we can draft our own homestead exemptions
Okay.
to benefit the growth of the city as well as protect our constituents.
Okay. Okay. Barbershop Talk Live World, again, you heard it from the horse's mouth. You heard it from District 2 Commissioner. This is the reason why they opted out.
This is why I opted out.
Right.
So that's another thing, Jay. I'm not going to speak for nobody but Stacy.
There you go.
Right?
There you
So
go.
I'm only speaking for Commissioner Pulliam. I'm not going to tell you why I'm talking about my neighbors, Commissioner Johnson or Commissioner Rice. That's her new, I'm sorry, Commissioner Rice. So look, I can't speak for them.
Right. We talking to you.
I can speak for, this is why Stacy did what Stacy did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now, Barbershop Talk Live World, they also want to know about this new splash that's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Splash 9, am I correct?
Yes.
Now, again, don't tell me, Stacy, I do my homework. I check this stuff out. But the people of Barbershop Talk Live World, they want to know what is a Splash 9, because they don't know that we still working on 8. We're still working on 7, and we got a little bit of 6 playing around there.
Yes.
Now we jump working on 8. So did everything in 6, 7, and 8 get done?
So sometimes,
I'm good.
yes, sometimes projects lag behind for different reasons. Sometimes we collect funds for those projects and then prices increase. You have inflation. You have things of that nature. So there's a myriad of reasons why you may not see this particular project happen as soon as we're finished collecting. What I would advise is that you reach out about the specific projects that you have questions about so that we can answer those questions regarding those particular projects.
Okay. So basically what we're saying is, what you tell the people at Barber Shop Talk Like World, some of the projects that we had in place for the 7, 8, and the 6 splash, they're still working on them. But we're working on now to make sure all those get taken care of.
Yes.
Okay. Barber Shop Talk Like World again. We are working on your concerns. She is working on your things that you want to see done in your district and the community. So keep calling, keep emailing to make sure that your voices, your concerns are getting heard. Now, Stacy, before we get out of here, I want to make sure that you tell the people, because I saw it. I saw it firsthand. I see it all the time. I see it firsthand. I'm witnessing this stuff.
Okay.
But you got to tell the people, Barber Shop Talk Like World, what can you personally hang your hat on that you have done for District 2? Don't tell me, Stacy. Stop telling me all this. Tell the people, Barber Shop Talk Like World. They want to know, what can you really say, I was the force behind this particular change in District 2. And I'm going to continue to do this in District 2. So I'm good.
Absolutely. So the first thing, I wasn't just the force behind the change, but when I got on the commission, the hot topic was EMS, right? And so I had to come in, ready to read, study, ask questions, all of those things. So I can say that, I was one of those individuals that stood her ground, and now we have Central in place, and we have not been getting the high volume of complaints that we were getting once before. So that's the first thing. GIC, Georgia Initiative for Community Housing, very, very extremely proud of that and excited about that. I pushed for that, again, based off of a conference. Thank you all, for understanding that when we go to these conferences, we go to learn. So, I was able to see other communities working GIC for the benefit of their community, whether it was senior housing initiatives or mixed use housing. And so I said, you know what? I'd like to bring that here. Let's give it a go round. So they had tried it before, it didn't work. They tried it again, and guess what? We are a GIC community. So that's another thing. Blight reduction is huge. I had Dr. Malik run the numbers for me, and so I constantly get calls like, thank you. They took the house down. Now, does that mean we get to take all the houses down at one time? No, that does not mean that, okay? But there has been a significant dent in the number of houses that have been demoed.
Okay.
And I'm very adamant about making sure that happens. Another thing is accessory dwelling units.
Okay.
So with the accessory dwelling units, that is now approved with new construction on a certain size lot.
Okay.
That's major because that's creating housing.
Okay.
So those are just a few of the things.
Okay.
But
I saw that.
Thank you.
I see that.
Thank you.
Now, again, Barber Shop Talk Live World again. If you want to see what's going on in District 2, just stop by. You want to see what's happening in District 2, just ask Ms. Pooh. You want to see what's going on in District 2, get on the phone, email, call the persons, and talk to the neighbors. But when you want to see these changes in your district, do the same. Call your commissioner. Email your commissioner. Also, get involved again. Now, Stacy, here's another simple question that I think is an easy answer to. How can the people, the citizens of District 2, help you accomplish your goals that you set for to be a commissioner for District 2? How can we help you?
We can come together.
Okay.
So, I can't do it all by myself. I said that when I was running. I am one person.
Okay.
One person.
Okay.
So I need help. I need the community to not only stand with me, but also, Commissioner Pulliam, do you need help with XYZ? We've got to come together as a family. Because what you need to know is when I'm in those rooms, when I'm sitting on that dais, I am thinking about and considering my constituents. I want to make sure that I am that voice for you. I am an advocate for you. So you've got to know that. If you go back and you look at my track record, And so I need your help in making sure that we continue to build a strong community. That's it.
That's simple. So that being said, if we're going to help you, we need to know how to get in contact with you. We need to know how to find you. We need to know how to really get in contact with you. So how can the people of Barber Shop Talk Live World and also the people of District 2 get in contact with Stacy Pulliam?
Yes, honestly and truthfully, the best way to reach me, send me an email.
Okay.
And it's spulliam@augustagA.gov. Always on the email, responding to emails, making sure I loop. And it also makes it easy for a copy and paste. That way I can loop everyone into that conversation. So that's a great way. spulliam@augustagA.gov. And I'll also give you all of my contact information. That way you can post it.
Cool. Sound good. Barber Shop Talk Live World again. I hope you enjoyed this conversation thus far. Had a few technical difficulties earlier, but listen, don't forget, always remember to watch Barber Shop Talk Live. We're always live each and every Wednesday, 6 o'clock. If you want to be a guest on Barber Shop Talk Live, just inbox. If you want to be a sponsor of Barber Shop Talk Live, inbox. If you got a product, a service, a business, any kind of thing that's going on, you want to promote it on Barber Shop Talk Live, we'll be glad to do. We have a sponsorship package available to you. So Barber Shop Talk Live is always live. And listen, Stacy, can I give away something? You mind if I give away something?
Go ahead.
Barber Shop Talk Live is always giving away something, and we always making sure that people stay involved. But before we give it away, can I challenge you?
Okay.
I got to challenge you.
Okay.
Barber Shop Talk Live is here for the challenges.
I'm like.
So we got the challenge now, Stacy.
All right.
And I just happen to bring my red challenge flag.
Okay, what is, okay.
This came all the way from I-20, NFL, Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, wow.
This is a special flag that Atlanta Falcons team gave Barber Shop Talk Live World. So this is what we call the challenge flag.
Okay.
And what we do with this challenge flag, the people that sit in the hot seat have a series of challenges. Now you have to go over and above to meet these challenges because the people at Barber Shop Talk Live World are watching.
Okay.
You ready for your challenge?
I'm ready.
Simple challenge. Very simple challenge. The first challenge is always a simple challenge. The first challenge is you have to make sure you take care of those kids that you have adopted. You have to make sure you take care of each and every one from the oldest to the youngest. Because again, the people are watching.
Yes.
The people are watching, make sure you take care of those kids. Now that's an easy challenge, correct?
Yes.
Now the second challenge is you may
Not really. It's actually hard.
The second challenge, you got to make sure you take care of Mr. and Mrs. Johnson.
Yes.
Because there are concerns that they have for you. You have to also make sure you take care of Miss Susie. She has concerns for you also. So you have to make sure your district is forefront after the kids.
Absolutely.
So again, Stacy, you don't listen to me. The people of Barber Shop Talk Live World is watching. You have been challenged to make sure that when the citizens need something in District 2, you will own it. You have to make sure you return those emails, return those calls, be visible.
Absolutely.
Not just during election time.
Absolutely.
Is that a simple challenge?
I'm already doing it.
You're already doing it. So Barber Shop Talk Live World, she's living the challenge. She's doing what she has to do. Listen, if you paid attention to this conversation, I got a gift for you. I got a prize for you. I'm going to give you something. So I'm glad you heard. I'm glad you tuned in. Barber Shop Talk Live World, we have a $15 gift card from Buffalo Wild Wings right here in Augusta, Georgia. And also I got a VIP ticket. A VIP ticket to the Old School 70s party, April the 19th, Augusta coming. Listen, also, guess what else I got? I got a drink special from the Scene on Broad.
All right.
Nightclub, free entry, and also drink of your choice. Listen, we give you free drinks, entry, Old School 70s party VIP ticket, and I got a $15 gift card from Buffalo Wild Wings right here in Augusta, Georgia. Only way you get these prizes, you have to answer 3 simple questions. If you paid attention to the conversation, these answers are simple, and these prizes belong to you. Listen, the first question is always a simple question. The first question is always simple. The first question is, if you paid attention, what is our baby child name? She said it. She said the name early in the conversation. Please, ma'am, please, sir, I know you heard it. She said his name. If you got the question right, I got 2 more questions for you. Simple question. The second question is, how long was she in business doing hair? Barber Shop Talk Live, again, you paid attention to this conversation. These questions are so simple, you got to get them right. I got these gift prizes for you. Again, the first one is, what is her young child name? Second question is, how long was she doing hair? How many years has she been in business? And listen, the third question is so simple, you better not get it wrong. The third question is, what district she in? You can't get it wrong. That means I'm giving you this stuff. Come get it. Barber Shop Talk Live just want you to get it. Listen, Barber Shop Talk is live each and every Wednesday. Next week in the hot seat on Barber Shop Talk Live, my good friend Anitra Jones. be right here in this hot seat. So listen, please, ma'am, please, sir. Anitra is a 2-time Power X powerlifting champion.
All right.
2 times powerlifting champion. I'm talking about the girl got some arms on her.
I believe it.
Got some show, got to make me look like I ain't doing nothing. So tune in to Barber Shop Talk Live next week in the hot seat. My good friend Anitra Jones be right here in the hot seat telling you how to take care of your body, telling you how to eat right, telling you how to live right. So you will see the results you're trying to see. Again, my good friend Anitra Jones be right here in the hot seat. Barber Shop Talk Live. Stacy, is there anything you want to tell the people about Barber Shop Talk Live before we get out of here? Anything?
Make sure you re-elect Stacy Pulliam.
Well, there you go. There you go. Listen, she's
Got the T-shirt. Did you see the T-shirt?
I see that.
Augusta, Georgia, District 2.
Committed to excellence.
Committed to excellence. This is the shirt I wore at my first community breakfast, which I have annually every January. This time it was February. But, guys, pray about it. Let the Lord lead and guide you. That's all I'm going to say.
There you go. Listen, again, Barber Shop Talk Live, we're again, Ms. Stacy Pulliam, District 2 Commissioner, doing what she has to do for this community. So, again, keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
She's been challenged. You've been challenged. You got 3 simple questions. Again, the first question, you don't remember, what is the name of her youngest child? How long has she been in business doing hair? And again, just tell me what district she belongs to. Just tell me what district she represents. Simple questions. You got the question right. Put it on the screen. Call us 706-426-1533. Just that simple. Again, Stacy, you ready to get out of here?
I'm ready.
Listen, come on up to the seat. Just ease up a little bit right here. Come on,
Okay.
ease up. Now, I want you to look into that camera.
Oh.
Follow me now.
Okay.
Just ease up a little bit. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Follow me. Do what I do.
Okay.
See you later.
From James Place, and we're talking,
Barber Shop Talk.
yes, barbershop talk, where nothing is off limits and everything's on the table.
Everything's on the table.
Barber Shop Talk.
Come on, everybody. We're here at James Place.
Barber Shop.
We're talking barbershop talk.
Barber Shop Talk.
Barbershop talk.
At James Place.
Barbershop talk. When nothing's off limits.
Barber Shop Talk.
Barbershop talk.
Barber Shop Talk.
Barbershop talk.
Barber Shop Talk.
Barbershop talk.
At James Place. Barber Shop Talk.
Everything's on the table.